Welcome back, my beloved. So today we're doing something fun. I thought it would be nice to sew into the children. As many of you may know, I am an author. I have written a lot of amazing children books, also just different children workbooks, coloring books. So it is just a joy to be able to create and sew into the next generation and my children's generation. And so I came up with this really short but cute affirmation activity. Declaration decrees is also another term that I like to use, where I tell my girls to decree and declare it over themselves according to Job 22:28. And basically with this activity it's all inclusive, so it's educational and spiritual at the same time. It's a way for children to affirm themselves while also learning their ABCs, their colors, and all the different things. And it's just too cute. And so pictured above is just pretty much everything you'll need for this activity, which is an iPad, Scotch laminate, pouches, and of course a laminator, scissors, Velcro dots. A lot of these things you can actually find right on Amazon, but if you're just trying to do it in a simple way, you can also use pencil, heart stencil, pencil, marker, and paper, and it'll get the job done. I mean, it doesn't have to be digitized. It's just another way of just doing it and making it, I guess, something cute if you wanted to get on one of your softwares and just do something fun. But yeah, so if you're interested and would like to see more, then stick along. First things first, I always like to get my dimensions right for my software. I personally use Affinity Designer, and so what you see me doing right now is pretty much just putting in my dimensions so that I can create this document, 8.5 by 11, and so all things can go by smooth when it's time for me to print it. And that's pretty much it. And right here, I'm just centering my document so that I can have an overall view of what I'm working with. I'm going to go in with the rectangle tool and create just a basic black line, give it a color feel of black, because my overall goal is to achieve 6 quadrants for all of my affirmations to just perfectly fit on the inside of. And for me, I like to be as precise as possible, so I do turn on the grid just to put that rectangle in the middle as much as possible, I should say. And I am going to go ahead and copy and paste 2 additional rectangles from that initial rectangle to create the 6 quadrants that I was looking to achieve. Okay, and the next step is just selecting the heart shape tool. And so I'm just going to put a basic black heart on the inside. I'm not looking for a black heart. However, what I am going to do is I'm going to select no fill so that that heart does not have a fill, but it does have that black border. And then just go ahead and position it where it needs to be, and then go ahead and select, I'm thinking like 9 points on the border so that it's not too subtle but not too bold. At this point, you can go ahead and manipulate it as you need. I am trying to achieve 6 centered hearts in each quadrant. You can also put on the grid, which will give you a more precise idea of what your hearts look like in each quadrant. However, for me, I'm just trying to center it as best as possible with my eye. Not being perfect, but I do want my document to be as consistent as possible. And as I stated, I'm not going for the inside feel of the heart to be black. I just want a basic white box with a black border. So at this point, what I'm doing now is I'm just selecting all 6 layers so that I can then go through and take out that feel. And then you'll see that I will put a 9 point on the border so that it pops off the page, but it's not too bold and overbearing, I guess. at this point, I'm back over at the toolbar. I'm going to select the art tool, which will then give me my font options. I'm going to go with Arial Rounded Bold. That's very legible for children. And then I'll begin typing out my first affirmation and my first heart, which will be I am beautiful. So at this point, you do want to be strategic in how big you make your affirmations, because we have to remember that in the end there will be Velcro dots. And so just so that you don't run into, issues in the end if you are doing this on a graphic software, you want to make sure that your affirmation is big enough, legible enough, however not too big where it takes up too much space and it's no room for your Velcro dots that you're going to eventually place on after these are completely printed and laminated. And at this point, I'm just going through and copying and pasting I am beautiful. Of course, I'm not going to have I am beautiful in every box, but it's just so much easier to navigate. Once I have the affirmation there, I can switch out the letter the word rather for whatever word I'm trying to change it to, as you see I'm doing right now. And as I stated, I am focusing on trying to make sure I have enough room for that Velcro dots, because I do know it's going to be correlated to the beginning letter of the ABCs that I'm going to do on the additional sheet. So for example, I am beautiful, I'm going to have another sheet which is B, E, A, C, G, and F, because of course that has to correlate to the beginning letter of the adjective on this initial sheet. And I know a lot of you may be watching and see like I missed the letter D. However, I couldn't find an affirmation that I found fitting for my girls, and so I went with that one. I could have done like I am a dreamer, but I didn't really want to do that. And so I thought this was pretty conducive for the season of what I've been teaching them lately. So right here I am selecting a heart, and then I'm just going to go to the color wheel and decide which color I want. And I picked purple, so I'm going to fill the inside of that heart purple. And then I'm going to pretty much do the same thing for the remainder of the 5. So I'm going to choose pink for the other one. I think I want to do like a green. I want to also do a blue. And I mean, you can do whatever colors you want. These are just the colors that I'm choosing. So I went ahead with yellow. And then I chose to just put in blue after that. And then I finished off with I am amazing with red, because that stands for love, I think. Or is it pink? I don't know. But these are the colors I chose. I wanted to go for something more vivid. You can do pastel, you can do whatever you want. But yep, that pretty much sums it up. So right now you just see that I'm going to go and export the document, PDF, high quality. I always select that because it's there. That's just me. And so I'm going to go ahead and save it so that then I can move on to the next portion of the video. Okay, and for this part, please don't be like me. I totally forgot that I was correlating letter with adjective. So I just started putting random letters in the boxes as if I don't have a purpose in this whole entire activity. But I'm thankful that I was able to catch myself and just remembering, if you have to write it down, take a picture, or whatever the case may be, just remembering that you're correlating the colors and the letters and the adjectives. So for example, because I am beautiful, the beginning of beautiful is B, and it was in a pink heart. I have to remember to put a B inside of the pink heart when I'm doing this part of the exercise. However, I'm doing the same thing I did before, just copying and pasting 5 additional B's, but I'm not going to have B's in each box. It's just doing that so that then I can just easily just change the letters to the letter that I need it to be. And so this part goes by pretty swift, and so you just do what you did previously. You just exported PDF, high quality, and then you just save it so that you can move on to the next portion of the video. Okay, and for the second portion of the video, right now I'm getting my Scotch laminator ready, and I'm also preparing my thermal laminating pouches. As you see, um, the laminating area probably needs to be a little bit more spacious. I should have done that before, but this is one of the pouches that I'm going to use. I only need 2, so I'm just getting those ready. Here's the second one. And here are my Velcro dots. So I got these off of Amazon. Pretty inexpensive for what I got them for. And see, now I'm just gonna go ahead and take the scissors and cut off 6. And then right here, here's my high quality papers. No, just kidding. They're a little dull, but I mean, for the most part, they're vivid and I like how they turned out. Plus, the laminating pouch kind of gives it a gloss. And so here is the first laminating pouch, and I'm just pulling it back. When I first started this, it was kind of funny because I thought I could never get it like accurate, but I think I was being a little too hard on myself. However, the more you do it, you know, you'll begin to get in your groove and it'll come easy to you. But that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just putting my affirmation sheet inside of the laminating pouch, and now I'm sending it through the laminator. Same thing goes for the second one, just getting it prepped. Alright, so this one did not turn out well. Of course, should have used a bigger space as I am working with the laminator, but this is where you get to see my hiccups throughout the video, and I also get to show you how to you know, fix that problem. Same thing, I should have learned my lesson the first time because then I tried it again. However, you know, part of just making mistakes. You know, move this up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it right back through the laminator. This way it should smooth it all out. That's normally what happens if you have bubbles or wrinkles. You want to immediately put it right back in, and also for future references, you want to work with a very spacious area when you're working with a laminator, because you know it's so easy for the laminating pouch to bend if you don't have an area where it can, you know, comfortably, you know, just come out on the other side. But as you see, perfect. Same thing with the second one. I'm going to go ahead and put that one right back in. And that one is fixed as well. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the cutting. So here I'm just cutting out the letters that are going to correlate with the affirmations on the sheet. Pretty fun. Took me back to when I was just recently teaching my daughter how to cut, and I realized that maybe I should have got into the lesson with her because I totally forgot how difficult it was to really, you know, get it on the line, you know. But no, it wasn't really that bad. It's pretty much the fact that it's a laminate pouch, so you can only imagine it's a little thicker. You're cutting through, you know, laminate. And so, but for the most part, you get the gist of it. You know, it looks like a heart. You know, the kids will be satisfied at least. So here I've reached my last one, my B for beautiful. And so then I'm just gonna go ahead, trying to fix that up a little bit, and then just start to match it as the kids would. Fun part. So I am truly pleased with how this turned out. I positioned it well during the design process, my affirmations, so my Velcro dots can go directly at the bottom of the heart, and it matches up pretty perfect. So right now I'm putting the soft side on the back of these letters, and then I'm going to put the prickly side on the affirmations, or the colors in the affirmations. And here we are, just kind of, going through, putting the prickly side on the affirmations and matching them up. And yep, all complete. And here we are. I am beautiful. I am extraordinary. I am amazing. I am courageous. I am fearless. And I am God's child. And as always, you guys be blessed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Shalom, shalom.